Oh, here we go. You know what time it is? It's alpaca number 2. This is for your own good! Fuck. No cupcakes. Again. Hello everybody, it's Joker, and yeah, I got something to talk to you guys about, and it's something that bothers me. It's something, it might have to do with how I was brought up, or just who I am as a person, but, I told you guys in episode 1, I go to a film school, at a community college, and what that means is, you know, going to class is all on you. You sign up for classes, some teachers care if you show up, some teachers don't, but you pay for what you get, and, I haven't exactly, like, been the best student growing up. I go to most classes, I miss some here and there, but today I woke up, and I saw that I overslept, and, yeah, I feel guilty, like, a lot of times for not going to class or missing it or something, and, I said before I had some things going on in my life that, aren't exactly easy to deal with, but, there's no excuse. I feel like the one thing I should have control over is, going to class, and, I've been going to school for most of my life, so you'd expect me to have things figured out in terms of being able to get to class in the first place. And I just don't, like, especially now when, I finally have something that I feel is challenging to me in terms of, like, how I live my life, and, yeah, I miss school. I feel like, I don't know. It feels pretty shitty. I think about it too. Especially, like, this is my first class of this quarter that I missed, but there are some other quarters where, I felt really discouraged. I was an animation student before I started studying film, and, all the teachers who teach animation, they're all pretty nice, and you really don't want to disappoint them. They're kind of like a grandfather figure, so if you make a mistake, it's all fine. They treat it with a smile, and they try to teach you beyond the mistake and how to fix it, and everything's good. But then, one day you miss an assignment, and you have to look them in the eye, and they say, you got to be professional about this. You look them in the eye and you say, I just didn't do my work, and they look at you with disappointment, and it kind of just, whoa, what the fuck? That's a huge money. Anyway, it kind of just gets to you, because you're like, you didn't really want to disappoint them, and you know that they won't accept any excuse or anything like that, and there really is none for not doing your work, other than I just forgot. And the next day you come into class, you hope that your work is the best that it can be, but if they ever look at you like that again, you just know that it'll be difficult for you, and so you might not go to the next class. A lot of people get discouraged and stuff, but I guess for me, it's I just never want to be able to. I just never want to have to deal with that stuff. But yeah, going into college, I've been a lot better about being a student in terms of my work ethic. It's just once in a while missing classes is a problem for me. And that actually wasn't a problem in high school either, because in high school, a lot of us, we can't drive, and you either have to walk to school or you get a ride from your parents. And for me, elementary school and middle school, they were close enough that I could walk, but high school wasn't. So in the morning I'd get a ride from my parents, and we'd just go to school as usual, and there was really no way around it. You wake up, your parents are there to see, hey, have you woken up yet? And, you'd be forced to go to school, and forced doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing, but, that's just what it was. I was forced to go to school, and it was a daily schedule, daily routine that, you know, I never strayed from. I never took a day off or anything like that, or I rarely did. And I guess college is just a lot more different because of that. And so, yeah, I guess once you fall into it, it's just easier to do. My work ethic is better, but I still feel, you know, if I'm at least gonna show up, or if I'm at least gonna do well in school, I might as well show up and hopefully never fall into that place where, you know, it's just becomes easy for you not to show up. But yeah, enough of that. You guys might notice that I'm doing a lot of caving, and that's purely for the reason that, yeah, I found out all those alpacas I killed just to try to get a cupcake weren't necessary. Apparently I can just find bats, and bats will drop cupcakes as well, and there's a few other monsters that I just can't remember, but I'm gonna try not killing the alpacas, even though I think they respawn after a certain amount of time. Yeah, I learned from the castle experience that mobs will respawn. I didn't know that, because it's such an open world, and, you know, you see different mobs in many different places, and, you know, I'm just not sure whether or not, like, I'll find those mobs again in the same exact place, especially when they're moving around so much. And in an area open as this, you know, I'm not seeing that many mobs, and when I do see them, I'm not even sure if they'll stay there. So apparently I can just go back to the place and find the same mobs and go kill them. So I'm gonna be using I'm just gonna be using bats from now on. Yes, these cows are on my side. Oh god, never mind. Oh god. I keep meaning to press Q, but instead I keep hitting, I mean not Q, I keep meaning to press 1, but I keep hitting Q instead. But yeah, hopefully, we get more bats and more... Oh god, why are you attacking me? I thought these guys were friendly, but apparently they're just weak. Yeah, I need to get, more bats so I can get my alpaca. I heard cows actually give pretty good experience, and it's proving to be right. I got 5 from that. What I hate the most is when you go up against, those NPC, humanoid, opponents, and they put up a really good fight, and yet they don't give any experience at all, so, like, yeah, it just doesn't feel worth it. But yeah, I'm hoping to get, stupid birds. It's always something. It's always people flying their planes, or a bird, or something like that. But yeah. I hope to find a cupcake or something. And I didn't notice this, but apparently I have a lot of pet items already, and I don't know what these guys give me, but it should be good. I'm gonna try another bomb over here. I'm not sure. I heard only some things blow up, but apparently it's a lot more than I thought, so let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if I can find anything behind those, but yeah, so I think we're gonna call it a day for now. I talked to you guys about one thing that bothers me, and let's see if we get something. What the? Alright. So we didn't find any cupcakes, or at least I don't think we did. Nope. But hopefully we can find one in another episode, and hopefully we won't die in the process, but yeah, till later. See you guys next time.